If you haven't had an opportunity to watch the latest episode of The Walking Dead, stop listening now, major spoilers, here we go. Tonight's episode was Four Walls and a Roof, and the title comes from Maggie. And Father Gabriel, after looking at the mess and the blood and the guts all over the Lord's house, the floor of the Lord's house, man, he says, "This is the Lord's house." And then Maggie replies, "No, it's just four walls and a roof." And the guts and the blood of Gareth and the cannibals, the hunters, whatever you want to call them, they're all over the floor. It's pretty gory, man. I'm going to segue now into talking about Michonne and her sword. So Gareth and the dead Terminus people, they're on the floor. You know, they're dead. They're gone. They've been beaten into chunks, chopped into chunks, pretty gruesome, shot to death, etc. But there is a familiar object on the floor, and Michonne looks down. She crouches down as she saw it. She's like, "I know what that is." She reaches down, she grabs it, she holds it up, and she's reunited, man, with the katana, man. Like, it's there. It's Michonne's baby, and you just had to see the look on her face, man. It was like the most satisfaction that you've ever seen from a character, man. She looks so satisfied. Like, man, I just got done eating, I don't know, something at Chili's or something, I don't know, but I just got the best dollar menu item or something. I have no clue. I just saved my, money on my car insurance with Geico or something, I don't know. But she was happy, and I've been saying that for the last 2 episodes. I said, where is the sword? Why doesn't Michonne have her sword? She had a gun. Like, she had a gun the other week, and she was like, "Well, I never said I couldn't fire," or something like that. And I was laughing. It was cute, but the sword is where you're best at, because you're just so great at that, man. So it's good to see that character. You know how I am with Michonne. I love her. She's the best. She's my favorite character on The Walking Dead, and she's so absolutely gorgeous. Love that. Let's talk real quick, man, about Group 2 and Group 1. Well, before I go there, let me just say this real quick. At the end of the episode, Michonne is the first one to meet Daryl. She greets him because he's back. He turns around and says, "Come on out." We don't know if it's Carol or we don't know if it's Beth, but something happened. I can guarantee that. I don't think that Beth is going to survive. I think it's time for her to die on the show, because she's horrible. All she does is sing. And then there's songs getting released, and she just sings and wastes 5 to 6 minutes per episode with her singing, man. So I don't want to see her in the episode. If she's just acting, that's fine. But if she starts singing, I'm telling you, man, next week's podcast is going to be hell, because I got to get through it, and I'll sit here and I'll complain the whole entire time. Anyway, I think that Beth is not going to survive. I think Carol will be there, but I think Carol will be injured. Because they've been gone for a while. So I think Carol, somebody's going to be injured, as far as like maybe not her arm's missing or like that, but she's going to be hurt pretty bad. Or maybe even Beth's going to be hurt pretty bad, but then she'll die at the end of the episode. That's my prediction. Moving on. There are now 2 groups in The Walking Dead. I don't know how this is going to affect Season 5. I don't know if the episodes are going to start getting split. And the reason why I say this is that Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, I believe his name is, he has the most episodes right now, which means he's getting paid the most. And I don't know if it's going to be like a Robert Downey Jr., Tom Welling thing, because the more episodes that you have, the higher your pay is, the less money that the show has. Are they going to start reducing his time on screen? Don't know, but that's what my guess is. I don't think this is the last time that we saw Maggie and Glenn, because there wasn't a goodbye. So I'm thinking that this season, Season 5, they're going to start splitting the time between Group 1 and Group 2. And then that also gives a more rich storytelling experience, because we're going to miss 1 week, we'll go to Group 2, we'll miss 1 week, and then we'll go to Group 1. Do you see what I'm saying? We'll have an opportunity to kind of have a little bit of space between seeing the characters and see how they evolve over time and how that, works out, if that's what they're going to do. But Group 2 is Abraham, Rosita, Eugene, Glenn, and Maggie. Group 1, this is a long list: Rick, Michonne, Tyrese, Carl, Judith. That one girl that was with Glenn and Maggie, she's over there too, but I don't remember her name, to be honest. I have no clue what her name is. And then Daryl, Carol, and Beth. A possible Beth. I don't know if that's going to be it or not, but that's who I got, man, for group 1. So Rick, Michonne, Tyrese, Carl, Judith, Daryl, Carol, Beth in group 1. Group 2, Abraham, Rosita, Eugene, Glenn, Maggie, and then that girl that is from The Governor. I don't know her name, or I completely forgot. I don't know why, but maybe she just hasn't had a lot of screen time. Or maybe I just don't care. She needs to die too. Okay, what I am most excited about. There is a car that took Beth with a person in there. I thought it was the preacher that was with Rick, the preacher that was from this episode, Father Gabriel. But I think it's another crew. I'm saying that the crew is a group of bikers. One of them has a car, but he's going to lead them to this biker place where they have bikers, and then after that, that's who took it. Or I was thinking that it could possibly be from a couple of towns over, a sheriff that was kind of like locked herself inside of like somewhere safe, like a hospital or some sort of a facility that is secure. And then she just goes out and she tries to grab people that could possibly be saved from this infection and see if A, they're going to turn, or B, if she can turn them into what she sees as the correct or the right way that society should go, something like that. Because there's a female cop in the other one, or she's a female, someone that has to do with some kind of uniform or something like that. A uniformed female person. So we'll see what happens. That's it, man. Nothing else happened in the episode that's worth talking about. And I think that does it for tonight. That was actually 3 podcasts for tonight's episode, and I guess I just had to get it off my mind. Once again, man, rest in peace to Bob. Yeah, the list is just growing, guys. It doesn't look good, man. Season 5 doesn't look good. That's 3 episodes in and we already lost the character. Like, I don't know, man. I got nothing else to say, man. Thanks, guys, for watching, man, commenting, subscribing, doing all that stuff, man. Thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're out of here.